Dr. Umar Johnson is a very prominent voice in the Pan-African community. He's a thought leader and a lot of people respect him, including me when it comes to many of his ideologies. A lot of things that Dr. Umar Johnson preaches, I have no problem with agreeing with him. It's just one issue. Dr. Umar Johnson doesn't practice what he preaches. Rewind! Let's take the treatment of black women for an example. This is a very big talking point that Dr. Umar Johnson has, especially amongst black men and pro-blacks. Dr. Umar Johnson is the kind of person that castigates others for not believing the same things that he does, especially if you're a black man in interracial relationships. But let's get back to the point about Dr. Umar Johnson. And for those of you black men who don't look after your kids or even check on other kids, what does he have to say about you?
Why the hell you need money to spend time with our fatherless young men? Stop looking for a hustle and put in the struggle. But anyhow, organize, take back the boys. There's too many young men who don't have a father figure in their life. And one of my gripes with the black church, they're not doing enough for the mentorship of the fatherless boys. Every time I talk to a pastor about working with the fatherless boys, you know the first question they want to bring up? Is there any funding for that? Organize and build each other up economically as men.
Dr. Umar Johnson showed up to one of my favorite podcasts, The Daily Wrap-Up Crew. And when these brothers in Brooklyn were trying to basically hold black women accountable for some of their own mistakes, Dr. Umar Johnson lashed out at them by saying this.
And I'm telling you, black men are responsible for her being masculine because we have not helped her raise them children.
I am
and
not.
when I say help them raise them children, I don't mean you as the stepdad.
No, yeah,
I mean you as an active member in the
Definitely.
community. She got masculine because she had to become masculine in order to deal with the abuse, the domestic violence, the disappointments that men had in her life, and also raising those kids and have to take care of herself all at the same time. The black woman has been the be all in all in our community for half of a century. And now we want to turn around and say because she didn't do it perfectly enough or remain feminine enough when she had to absorb our responsibilities plus her own, that's insensitive and disingenuous.
So by now we already know what it is that Dr. Umar Johnson expects from the black community and expect from black men. To get out there and publicly say that, we will believe that he practices what he preaches, right? Now, Dr. Umar Johnson has a daughter, and the daughter, his oldest daughter, was born in 2002, from what I can understand. And she's typically been silent about the issues that Dr. Umar Johnson has been having or what he's been doing in her life as a father. Up until now.
Hey TikTok, so I just wanted to come on here with a small short announcement. I just want to start this video off by saying I'm not trying to get clout. I literally just want to have a conversation with my father. My biological father is Dr. Umar. He has another daughter. I tried to contact him about, getting to know my sister on my dad's side. I asked him if he knows her or if he has her number. He ignored me and never responded. I'm 22 years old now. My dad has never been to anything important, no graduation, no birthday parties, nothing. He has not been in my life. Again, I'm not making this video to bash him. I'm making this video to state facts, okay? You can't get on Instagram and get on social media and portray to be an activist and talk about how black kings need to be with black women, but you're not even in your black woman's daughter's life. It doesn't make sense. You're being a hypocrite. And it's frustrating because I reached out to you. I shouldn't have had to do that. I'm your daughter. But I'm smart enough and logical enough to know that you would never reach out to me because you don't have my phone number. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't try to reach out to me because for what? I don't want anything out of you. I want nothing but a conversation. Forget the relationship. I really don't care too much about that at this point. I just wanted a conversation out of you and you shut me down. You ignored me. You should never be too busy for your daughter ever in life. So I just wanted to make this video to just try to, I guess, somehow find my sister on my dad's side. So if you see this, please reach out to me. Please DM me because I want to know who you are. Why do I have siblings out there that I don't know about? It's unfair. And you know, deadbeat fathers is very common nowadays, especially in the black community, right? We all know Dr. Umar reps the black community or whatever, but you can't rep that if you're not even in your daughter's life. You moving backwards. You're moving backwards. It's not making sense. To the public, you look like this person, but in private, you a whole nother person. And I'm not bashing you. I just don't understand why you're ignoring me. I'm 22 years old and you have yet to be in my life. No graduations, no parties. When I get married, are you going to be at the wedding? Are you going to walk me down the aisle? Y'all, I have a stepdad who has been in my life since a little girl. He has been in my life. And I thank God for him, because my biological father couldn't even do that, y'all. My biological father is not even on my birth certificate, because when my mom had me, he left. And I do have a DNA test. So yes, I can prove that that's my father. I would never get on here and lie to y'all. That's kind of sick and delusional and crazy. But I'm just making this video because I want to find my sister. And when I reached out to him about giving me her number, or if he even had it, I was ignored. So now I guess I have to take matters into my own hands. So if you see this video, sister, please reach out to me, because if he's not going to allow us to be in contact, I'll do it myself. I just want to end this video off by saying that daughters who have deadbeat fathers should not have to go through this. This is very present in the black community. And as an activist, I would not think that you would be a deadbeat because you rep the black community so much. It doesn't make any sense. You cannot be a hypocrite. You can't say do A, but you're doing B. It doesn't make any sense. So y'all already heard my mission for this video. Y'all already heard why I'm making this video. So if she can reach out to me, I would love that. I would love to have a conversation with you, because you are my sister on my father's side that I have never met. I don't even know your name. I don't even know how old you are. I have a sister on my mom's side, and I'm the oldest. I'm pretty sure that my sister that's on my dad's side, I'm probably older than her. I'm supposed to be guiding her. I'm supposed to be teaching her things, because you as the father, you're not doing that. So let me do that as an older sister. But that's the end of this video. As I stated in the beginning of this video, I'm not trying to bash this man. I'm stating facts. Facts. And in the next clip, I will show y'all the screenshot of me trying to reach out to him, and he ignored me after I asked him if he had my sister's phone number. So here you go.
Now, this video is going viral all across black social media, and for good reason. It should be going viral because it discusses something about Dr. Umar Johnson that we already know about him. Do as I say, don't do as I do. Dr. Umar Johnson has every interest in remaining as a thought leader and a person in the black community that should tell you how to live your life without doing the things that he talks about. He talks about fatherless children in the black community and mistreatment of black women, when Dr. Umar Johnson is doing just the same. How many of you guys remember Kim Ringgold, the conscious stripper? And remember when she went out and exposed Dr. Umar Johnson in 2015, when he was saying he was celibate, but we found out that, well, he was buying a bit, not celibating, he was buying a bit. And booty clapping sounds? He was having sexual relationships with this lady after telling the whole world he wasn't having sex. But how would Dr. Umar Johnson respond to his daughter's criticism? He responds by saying this: African drum music? Good garbage day. As I don't live in the prison of other people's opinions, I have no interest in discussing nor explaining my private life with any of you, as my 15 years as the most relevant and requested scholar, orator, activist, Pan-Africanist in the world has made it clear to me that the Negro public is only interested in laughs at the expense of other people's misery. Stop the show. So he doesn't have any interest in expressing his own private life, but he goes around giving his opinions on other people's private lives all the time as to what they should be doing. But it's okay. Neither the Coonocracy nor the YouTubian struggle streamer community couldn't care less about the truth of this situation. Well, because you're a liar and your own daughter is the one that's being truthful about it. So don't blame the YouTubian struggle community or the coonocracy, because the only person in the coonocracy is the guy that's not taking care of his kids, which is you. African drum music! With that being said, please ask that little girl to stand on business by asking her mother to join in on a three-way conversation about why her father hasn't been present in her life. Stop the show. So your daughter is 22. You want to call her a little girl. Now remember, at the end of that video, she did show screenshots that she's trying to contact you and you didn't even know her phone number. Okay, so that's how much of a deadbeat you are. African drum music? I have no problem with this conversation being public, but her mother must be present for that conversation. She needs to keep that same energy and bring her mother to the table. I am sure the truth will be revealed if all three of us are present together. I have absolutely nothing to hide, and I still have all my family court paperwork in case any lies are told. Trying to use your father's name to build your struggle streamer career is not cool. Can I get a ooh sound effect? I remember Dr. Umar Johnson was exposed by his own father for being a fraud. So now your daughter has exposed you. Your own father has exposed you. And now you're blaming her, saying that she wants to get her YouTubian struggle streamer career started, when really, bro, you're just having a hard time being accountable for the mistakes that you have made as a man. And this is indeed something that is very sad, especially from a man that talks about how he's the #1 requested black scholar and he's doing this and he's doing that. It doesn't really make any damn sense, and nobody really cares. And the reason why nobody cares is because Dr. Umar Johnson continues to be a joke. He's a living joke. And I don't think anybody should respect a person like this because he doesn't deserve respect. And of course, you know, the Breakfast Club and all of these other people keep giving him interviews, but we're really making ourselves look bad. Even though Dr. Umar Johnson is ideologically right in many of the things he teaches about, but the reality is he doesn't have any discipline, and he wants to be a leader without being disciplined. Is he a pro-black? Sure. Is he a Pan-Africanist? Sure. Does he live by the words that he's talking about? No. And that is a problem. You want to be a leader, but you're not behaving as one. You can't sacrifice and show any discipline in your life, and then whenever something happens, you can't take any level of accountability for it. That's why Dr. Umar Johnson can't get the school going. That's why none of the things that he does works. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Shirley Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.